And the WHO won't be getting their 500 million off Trump anyway, that's for sure, yeah? Did you hear what he said there? In fairness, like, America's given 500 million for 330 million people. China's given 30 or 40 million for 1.4 billion people. Other countries are giving a lot less than America. So, is there any wonder WHO were delighted when Biden got back in? One of the first things they done is got the 500 million. Money grabbing, greedy fucks. And these are the people that are very concerned about your health and your well-being, of course, yeah? So they're not getting any 500 million. But the question you want to look at there is, and the context of that is, there's a great leader like Trump. No faith, no credibility in World Health Organization. They're supposed to be guardians of our health. Communities and citizens around the world they want to be. And all they're fixated on is telling us what to take next. Do this next, do that next. Without any proper research or science to back it up. And then it's only one narrative, their narrative. A lot of people around the world have woke up to that, you know. That's called dictation, that's bullying. And I think people, you know, you've got to just stop the silence and just say, hey, what the fuck? Who do you think you are dictating and bullying to me? Take this, take that. That's not the way the world works. But if you allow it to work that way and corporations to push it that way, nobody has the right to dictate your health status like that. No corporation. So it wasn't working very well for the WHO. So what did they bring in? The other gangsters. The UN, United Nations. You should look at some of the CEOs of those companies and organizations in Europe, yeah? Their history. Almost thinking at one stage when I was reading some of the bios on those CEOs, you can get them yourself, I can tell you all about them, but then wouldn't it be much easier and much better and much more fun if you just go out and had a look yourself into their history? I think it's a bit like Hollywood. You need a criminal record to get a job with those institutions, yeah? Because they're so corrupt they are around the world. It's the same here in Ireland. That's why bleed-outs and corporate bleed-outs and 500 millions. When I was hospitality, I've done a lot of consultancy work in the hospitality industry. And one of the things that the owners always wanted to know was who was robbing them. It was bleed-outs. And bleed-outs always come from invoices and bills and all that kind of thing, yeah? But it's not difficult to find them. You just follow the money, as they say, you know? And the supplier, you bleed out in one direction and it gets picked up in a different location. It's very common, it is. And that's what's being done around the world in a lot of corporations. The same what happened here in Ireland. They built a security hut for 1.5 million. A security hut, if you fucking farted in it, you'd suffocate, yeah? But there was loads of complications now in those historical data and all of that kind of thing had to be taken into consideration. So all of those things needed to be addressed, and that's why it would cost so much money. And then that bike shed for 300,000 or whatever the fuck it was. They're bleed outs. All they are is just greedy civil servants, mafia, take the highest bills and collect their brown envelopes on the other side. That's corporate bleed outs.